Hello everybody, welcome back once again to the Chrono Cross walkthrough. We explored the Viper Manor and the Viper Manor bluffs in the previous video. Extensively, I should say, and it was actually our second trip back in. Obviously, we've already decided to forego the Hydra marshes to obtain the Hydra humor for Kid. Which, again, feels so wrong. It feels so wrong. But, you know what? That's just, it's just what we gotta do. To recruit Glenn, anyway, sorry. Here, I'm gonna make a little stop at Earth Dragon Isle. I'm just gonna basically grab the treasures in here. I think I did start one of the battles in here, but it was rough. So I don't know if I actually ended up finishing one quite yet. So basically, I don't know if I would say that you're not supposed to be here yet, but the enemies that you fight in here are going to be really, really powerful in comparison to your character or characters. Sorry. So yeah. So anyways, you can jump down into the hole and you'll land inside here. And here's a first treasure chest, and we get a brace. Okay, that's so lame. And that hole right there is actually the way out. We'll show you really how to get back out after this. Obviously, once you come in, you gotta have a way to get back out, right? So here's yeah, I know this battle isn't gonna end well for me. To be honest, I don't think my characters are strong enough right now to take on two of these guys at a time. Maybe if it was just one or the other, then I might be able to pull it off, but not two. That's not gonna go well for me. The yellow, I think this is the yellow belly. He's got a good steal. I think it's the Earth Charm, if I remember correctly. And the reason why I say that's good is really because you can dismantle it into whatever the I think it's like the yellow shiny material now. Again, that stuff isn't really going to be useful until much later on in the game. So there really isn't any reason to be here right at this moment. Other than really, you know, like I said earlier, just to kind of steal the treasures out of this place. And I mean, look at this. I'm doing barely any damage to these guys. Now, that's partly because they've got really, really high defense, but yeah, it's so difficult to do any damage to these guys. And you can, I mean, Surge is already, you know what, at a quarter of health, or a third, sorry. And that was just from one, one round of attacks from the Fossicker, I think that guy is called. So yeah, I'm gonna try to stay alive here for a little bit longer, but I have a feeling this battle isn't gonna last too much longer. I think at some point here I realize, yeah, there we go. Probably right here. Oh, no. Okay. I guess we're going to stick it out just a little bit longer. I'm sure. Yeah, here we go. Okay. So there's Glenn down. This bomb that hops around, that's not really something that you need to worry about. I guess I didn't realize it, but when it finally does go off, no, you actually have to trigger it to go off, so you have to attack it a couple of times to make it explode. And basically it takes half of the health away from something. The cool thing is you can actually make it blow up on enemies, I believe. I don't know that I've ever actually done it because I think the timing is a little tricky. But, you know, that could be there. That at least could help you if you really wanted to take these guys down right now. But again, to be honest, it's just not worth it. It's not worth the time that you spend here, and you know, we'll end up coming back later and taking these guys down. So yeah, wow, I really made one heck of an effort here to try to take these guys down there. I thought I would have retreated already, but I guess that's not the case. I just noticed Lena now has it looks like a broom instead of a, what did she have earlier? A spoon? So that must be the copper weapon for her. Or, I don't know. Actually, I don't know if that's the copper or if that's the iron weapon. Probably the copper. I'm gonna guess copper because it looks like Glenn now has the, I think it's the steel sword. And, there's Surge's down. So yeah, hopefully this, there we go. Okay, so there you have it. There's the retreat. We called for the retreat. I feel like that yellow belly had to be at least somewhat close to going down though. Really pounded him for a while. Alright, so I'm actually going to use a couple of tablets here. Just to top Surge back off. Just in case of emergency. Alright, so it looks like we've got a couple of more treasure chests in here to grab. Like I said, really that's the only reason why I came here. I think I actually did end up taking one of these guys down, but we'll see. We'll see if I managed. Okay. So the hole in the ground down there, that'll be active later. Upheaval. I don't remember what that is. That's a, oh, I think it's a yellow element. I'm just not sure which tier that is. It's probably a tier 3, maybe 4. But anyways, so the hole in the ground will become active later, and we'll be able to jump down in there, and it'll shoot you up to that ledge. But yeah, it's not functioning. So I think actually in the opposite, or in the other world, so where are we at right now? I think this is technically, yeah, this must be another world. So in the home world, you'll be able to visit this area too. And I think once you activate the sand boils there, they become active here as well, if I remember correctly. So here, just seeing that it was the same set of enemies, I decided to just run. I actually wanted to try to take one of these guys down, but not fight the yellow belly with it, and that actually worked out. So basically I just ran away, obviously, and then I came back here to the first screen, and I think this is the guy I decided to actually take down. And that's kind of one interesting thing about this game, is that the formation, the enemy formation, is actually determined once you start the battle. So you know, it's interesting. You can start a battle and it'll be like a Fossicker and a yellow belly, and then run away and interact with the same one, and the next time the yellow belly could be gone, and you could just end up with the Fossicker. So you know, this is a fairly good example of that. Alright, so let's get this started off right. Yeah, that feels so weak. 30 damage? But, oh well. Anyways. Wow, 7? And what was that, 15? That's so crazy. And the interesting thing is Glenn is actually a green innate, so he should be slamming this guy, but he just barely does anything. And you know, that's really because their defense is so high. Now element should work fairly well still, so we'll see how that all turns out. Now If you've got something like Magnify, Magnify wouldn't be such a bad element to use here too, because I believe the Fossicker, for the most part, uses just, you know, regular attacks. Now, I have seen them, they do use another ability called Bright Eyes, but that's really, really minor damage if I remember correctly. Hopefully he'll use it here just so we can see it, but yeah, there you go. 87 damage, that's what I'm talking about. That's the kind of damage we need to see. And then, you know, if you're gonna try to make the bomb blow up on, you know, say an enemy, again, I wouldn't really recommend that. Number one, probably the biggest reason is there's only one enemy on the field and there's 3 of us, so the chances that that bomb is gonna, you know, jump over to the enemy is not that great. So keep that in mind. Wow, and he barely touched Lena. I don't know what her defense stat is compared to my other 2 guys, but wow, yeah, she barely got hurt at all. And it looks like, yep, he's already slumped over, so we almost got him. Ooh, nice damage there. It's almost 100. Yeah, okay, so this guy's got really, really good defense. Obviously, you can see there with Dash and Gash only doing 7 damage. It's absolutely pathetic. And again, you know, Glenn's a green innate, and this Fossiger's a yellow. So, to be honest, he should have been doing really good damage, but it just must be that defense stat. Got to be getting close, though. There we go. All right. So, the bomber now, again, keep in mind, what this thing is going to do is when it finally does blow up, it's just going to take off half of the health of anybody. It doesn't matter what your defense is. I actually really didn't realize that until I tested it out just a little bit. So don't worry. I think I spent a bunch of extra time here trying to defend and stuff, and you know, I thought that maybe it was like a physical type ability, and it's just not. So there's as far as I can tell, no way to reduce the damage, and to be honest, who cares? It's not going to kill you anyway. It's just going to take half of your current. And sorry, let me rephrase that. It takes half of your current health, not half of your maximum health, half of your current. So you don't have to worry about it killing you. So let's see who it's going to blow up on here. Ugh, and it just keeps jumping in front of Surge. I think that's who it ends up blowing up on. I guess we're going to find out, but it would really illustrate my point if it would blow up on Glenn, because he's already super low. But, yep, not looking like the case. I think it's... Well, what's the point of even doing that? Just jump straight up and down. Oh, I'm going to change targets. No, I'm not. Oh, I'm going to choose... No, I'm not. So bad. And this is barely going to do anything. 3 damage. Nice job, Lena. Good job. You are just a beast. Here we go. Suicide bomb. So what's this going to do? 75, 67, 77? No. Okay, 69. That was... Okay, yeah, that was still half. My math is just horrible. Wow, yeah, that was... I'm terrible. Yeah, okay. There you go. So, got a mithril. Obviously, that's actually going to be for the next tier of weapons after iron weapons. Now, unfortunately, there isn't a smith right now that can make mithril weapons. So, again, really not much point of being here, and definitely not any real good reason to farm that mithril right now. We'll come back later, you know, obviously, and farm some up. The Fossicker, I believe, actually has the next tier of wait, wow, I'm drawing a blank here. has the next tier of materials. Wow. To upgrade even beyond the mithril, which is like denadorite or something like that. So you know, I guess kind of interesting. Keep that in mind. So we will definitely be back here later, much later, and we'll try to you know, get some of that at that point. All right, so where to next? I like to just kind of cruise around and explore the world map now that we've got the ship, or the boat, I should say. Sky Dragon Isle, I don't believe there's actually anything that we can do here right now. So kind of a waste, but I didn't remember that. It's, you know, been a few years now since I've played the game, so there's no such thing as taboo when it comes to adventures. Okay. Cool. And I don't think you can... No, that gate's... Looks like a blocked gate or something. Okay. Cool, I guess. Cool info. Yeah, so like I said, I don't believe there's actually anything here right now. We'll end up, I'm sure, definitely coming back later, or at a later time. Okay. Water Dragon Isle. Yeah, there's a little bit that we can do here. I'm trying to think if you do anything on Water Dragon Isle in this world during the kids, you know, during Kid's Side Guy. I don't know, I guess you can kind of call it Kid's Side Guy, or Healing Kid, whatever. But I actually don't remember. Actually, no, I think it is the other world. I think it's the other world. Yeah. Alright, anyways, let's head up here. The enemies here are actually fairly tough too, if I remember right. I don't know if I don't think they're as tough as the ones on Earth Dragon Island, but I think I'm pretty sure somebody ended up dead here, so we'll see what ended up happening. And if I remember correctly, I don't know that I really thought twice about these guys, and so I think I was just I don't know, looking away and, you know, bashing the X button to kind of like auto battle, I guess. But yeah, look at this. They hit pretty hard. I mean, 30 damage on a physical is pretty impressive for this point in the game. Okay, so it's not like they've got a whole lot of health. I guess I just must have really not been paying attention when I was doing this battle, because, yeah, to be honest, these guys aren't, I don't know, they don't seem like they're that difficult. Probably would have been a good idea to heal up at some point, but... Well, and here I'm using Eagle Eye, so it's not like I was just looking away and, you know, not paying attention. Boom. It's pretty good damage there. Really like this Eagle Eye element. Actually, I've mentioned it a couple of times, but I got extremely lucky getting those early. At some point, though, I think they might even be buyable now. Maybe in Goldove, I think. Oh, there it is. Okay. So, I think that prompts me to run away. 99 damage with that. That was pretty impressive. Maybe okay. It's looking like I'm gonna keep going. Could have. Oh, okay. This could be it. What I decided to do, decided to keep going. Looks like it. There you go. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Turn tail and run. Alright, so I think what I end up doing here is healing up with some elements. And I believe I will, yeah, reinitiate this fight. And I think this time there are less of these enemies. Is this one? Yeah, I think so. How funny is that? So like I was saying earlier there with the Fossicker battle, you know, if a group of enemies isn't necessarily the ones that you want to fight, you can, you know, just run away and reinitiate the battle with them. So case in point. Alright. I don't know, but I don't know if buffing both of these guys was really necessary, but but it did make quick work. Alright. So much better turnout this time. Alright, so what do we have here? Ooh, iron. Okay. Yeah, I forgot about that. So, I think there's a couple of iron, or hunks of iron here on the Water Dragon Isle. So, if you're looking for a way to upgrade and you need more iron, well, you know, make a stop here. Pretty sure there's a couple. Yeah, there's another one. So that's 2 so far. Alright. Did I get lost? Yeah, okay. I guess we're gonna go up this way. We'll talk to this guy. Everyone's talking about the existence of dragons. Okay, cool. Who doesn't want to talk about dragons, though? Let's be honest. Okay, so I guess we're having a drought here on Water Dragon Isle. Oh, yes. Alright, so I think this is another, yep, part for Skelly. That's right, I used to be a clown in the circus. Well, imagine that. I would not have guessed that by looking at his makeup and his hat. There's our, is that our 3rd chunk of iron? Okay. Yeah, so apparently due to the weather, this whole place has dried up. And then there's kind of a, I don't know if I'd say a hidden treasure chest here towards the bottom right of the screen. Kind of hidden, yeah. Another chunk of iron. Very good. Be able to make all kinds of fun stuff. Okay, so that's actually, that farrier there had a hint as to kind of a, I guess, a side quest later on. It says something about something falling into what was it, the Triplet Islands, and that's, I guess that's a spot that we'll definitely explore a little bit later. But I believe that's pretty much it for the Water Dragon Isle. So let's head out. Do some boating. Okay, I guess we're gonna make a little stop in Termina again. Ah, yes, okay. So, being that I just obtained a bunch of iron, I'm assuming that's why we're going here. Seems like it makes sense. Okay. I looked away for a minute there. I'm not sure what I actually. I'm assuming I made a new weapon for Lena. That's my assumption anyway. And alright, so we can make some iron mail now as well. Definitely a good idea to make up a couple of those. That'll give us a nice little boost. Alright, yeah, there it is. The ladle. The iron ladle? I don't know. Yeah, and there's the steel sword. So yeah, we've got... Everybody is fairly tricked out now, or at least these three, I should say. I guess not, maybe not accurate to say everybody, but... Alright. Wow, yeah, that's looking like this is going to be about it. So, I'm going to run out here and save on the world map. And we'll pick the commentary back up in a little bit. So, hope this guide was helpful. And hope you join me for more. Alright, thanks for watching.